it's that time of the week again. It's JDG Sport video number 6. This week I'm going to talk about working in sport. I get asked to do quite a lot of stuff at the University of Central Lancashire, which is where I graduated from 10 years or so ago now. I was back there a few weeks back speaking to some of their third year sports journalism students, and I wanted to talk about maybe some of the things that I discussed there, and hope that some people watching this video may find it useful. We have a lot of students come in the office and work in the office, and not only from UCLan but from University of Chester as well, who we've had a really good relationship with over the years. So yeah, I'll try and cram some of the insight from that talk into this video. Everyone wants to work in sport, or a lot of people want to work in sport, and you know, you've got to be very, very committed and very dedicated to make it, because it's very competitive. There's only so many jobs and there's an awful lot of people, so always bear that in mind. Hours as well, working hours, so don't expect a 9 to 5 job in sport. You need to be out covering games at weekends, Friday nights, Saturdays, Sundays. If you like going out Friday night, working in sport might not be the thing for you. Even weekday evenings as well. You never know when the story's going to break as well. You know, a manager might get sacked at 10:30 on a Saturday night, and if you're down the pub having a pint or two, then you know it's very difficult for you to cover that. Now, I'm not saying that if you work in sport you can't have a drink, but you know, just bear that in mind. In terms of placements, so a lot of people ask me about. We get a lot of requests for placements, and I'm not saying don't do 1 week or 2 week placements, because obviously it's useful to get into places to get the experience for that time. But one thing that we've found successful, certainly in recent years, is placement students coming in maybe for a day a week or 2 days a week over a prolonged period. There's obviously pros and cons to that. The main pro that I found with it is we had a really good lad, Sam, a few years ago, who was working 1-2 days a week while he was still studying. What it did was it enabled him to build a rapport with our other staff, which, you know, every week he became friends with our staff because they were seeing him every week. It meant we could factor him into our routine and into our content schedule and into our job schedule, so he was doing set jobs every week. Whereas if someone comes for a week or 2 weeks, it's very much they're here for 1 or 2 weeks and then they're forgotten about. But the problem with that as well is that it drains our resource a little bit. Okay, yeah, people are coming for the experience and stuff, but at the same time, we want to be given. We can't have them suck a load of life out of any of our other staff, and sometimes it has felt that way, and it's a lot more difficult to have basically introduce a full-time placement student in for a couple of weeks where they're doing loads of work, and you know, we have to come up with enough tasks for that. So that's another consideration if you've got the opportunity, because I know university schedules are, you know, certainly in your third year aren't as hectic. If you can get somewhere 1 day a week, I would really recommend that, because it enables you to build a rapport. It shows your dedication as well. You know, anyone can turn up for a week or for 2 weeks, but for you to turn up at a place every week for a prolonged period of time certainly puts you in the shop window for a job. Other things I look for, obviously we do a lot of written content, online content. I want flawless spelling and grammar. You know, that's what I want. If you can't write, or if you're making basic errors, you know, it's a no from me. But there's a secret ingredient that I can't really describe. It's more of a hunch more than anything else, but you need to know what's a story, if that makes sense. So you need to be able to look at a situation, or look at a press release, or look at some quotes, or be in an interview and know what a story is and what the story is going to be. Your headline and your introduction are so important in the online content age that if you get that angle wrong, people aren't going to read the story. It's as simple as that. And your introduction and your headline are so important now. Even your instinct as well, so picking up the phone, knowing who to speak to, and the drive to do that. And they're things that I feel like I cannot teach those things. I can teach you to do spell, you know, I can teach you to improve your writing style, or hopefully to improve your spelling and grammar. But what I can't teach you is that instinct, that drive, that desire to pick up the phone, or go to a press conference, or go to a game and want to speak to people, to create a story for yourself. You know, it's not going to come to you. And bear in mind, if you're sat there quietly, not doing something, you can rest assured there'll be someone at your level who's going out and doing the same as well. So I'd always bear that in mind. More than happy to take questions if anyone wants to ask any. I might even drag one of the students we have working with us into one of these videos at some point as well. Feel free to leave a comment. But that's it for this week's video. I hope people find it useful. I hope you can share it wide to students who may find it useful. And I will see you next week. That's full time for now.